It's such an incredible honor to be here talking about my favorite subject in the world of yachting, which is the crew that make everything possible. I've been a member of ISS since literally a couple of months after it was founded, so I wasn't at that iconic first meeting. But it has been very important to me ever since then, and I was very proud at the beginning to be the only crew agency that actually was part of the business aspects of the International Superyacht Society. 20 years ago, my old friend Jane Buffington and I decided that it was about time that we actually recognize the people of yachting. So the Distinguished Crew Awards is not only 20 years old and celebrating this great milestone anniversary, but it is actually the very first People Award that we saw in the yachting industry. And we've had some unbelievable recipients in the last 20 years, really just amazing examples of bravery, incredible seamanship, and just wonderful crew that have created different aspects of the industry and really deserve to be awarded. Our judges this year had an incredibly difficult time because we had by far the greatest amount of incredibly well-qualified nominees. And for the very first time ever, because of the vast number of nominees that we had, we made the decision to actually have our own finalists for the Distinguished Crew Awards. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about them because they're really incredible. Captain Brendan Emmons, his wife Julie, and the crew of Freedom have done something absolutely incredible. As they have traveled up and down the East Coast of the United States, they created their own programs to serve the communities that they visited. They have created food pantries. They have helped families in need. They have given away food that was left over from their own boats. They have done so many other things, and every time these were programs that they created themselves. And this is in the middle of being one of the most popular charter yachts. And I'm telling you, if you haven't worked on a charter yacht before, it is a really difficult job. So what they do as humanitarians on their own is really incredible. Captain Liam Devlin, you may have heard that name. He's the captain of Unbridled, and he has also created fantastic things. This is a man that is absolutely relentless in encouraging education on board his own yacht by participating in seminars, by hosting podcasts, and he is one of the true leaders in social media and in really reflecting the excellence of crew and the seriousness with which they take their jobs and their position in the industry. Our third finalists are really fantastic. It's three brothers, the McLean brothers. The three of them, they're Scottish. They rowed a boat from Peru to Australia, breaking records that are likely never to be broken again. Along the way, they've raised over £1 million for clean water promotion projects, and their mission still carries on. Absolutely amazing. And I'd like to say how proud I am, as Abby said, that throughout these 20 years, we have had the same sponsors for this fantastic award. First, West Trek Marinas, and then when Suntex took over from West Trek Marinas, we're so happy that they stayed with us as sponsors. So, Rich, we'd really like for you to announce the winners.
I'll be happy to. Thank you, Norma. Again, Norma said it all, so I have very little to say, other than the fact, obviously, Suntex is proud to help celebrate a crew who reminds us that great seamanship goes beyond navigation and management. It's about creating environments where individuals feel valued, heard, and inspired. It's with great admiration that we recognize the remarkable contributions to our global yachting family by this year's International Super Yacht Society's Distinguished Crew Award winner. And that winner is Captain Liam Devlin and the crew of the Unbridled.
as you can see, I'm probably a lot more comfortable in a wetsuit after hammerhead sharks than a bow tie, but pleasure to be here. First, I'd like to thank my wife, Jeanette. She's the sail that powers me. She is the compass that I steer to, and she's an anchor in any storm. So I thank my wife. Second, congratulations to John on your new presidency and all the ISS team. It's really honoured to be here, and what a wonderful event. Also, the network that everyone here puts together is really unique. It's bound on excellence, and that's the foundation of this industry and really a special thing to me. I have some great mentors. Mr. Bert Fowles from Suntex, I'm very humbled to know personally. Mr. Kevin Merrigan from Northrop & Johnson. Those two people are great icons in this industry, and they help people like myself have someone to look up to. I also have the utmost respect for all the crew that I've worked with, currently and in the past. I was once there, and I've worn my way up to where I am now. But without having them to teach, without having them to support, we don't have an industry. Finally, I'd like to thank the people who make this possible, which is the owners, the charter clients, and all the network that surround them as well, and all the legal identities and the different industry people as well. But this industry is really special. So Mr. Glidewell, Modi Unbridled, and his whole team that created this platform of Unbridled, I think it's really unique. And I think a lot of owners, a lot of people in the industry and the brokers and other people should look at that and say, this is how we can teach our junior crew and move and make a better industry. Thank you very much. Be blessed.